Hey, this is DIGITIZER with Phone Doctors, and we're going to do the HTC Inspire full LCD replacement. Getting started, we're just going to go ahead and make sure the device is off, and starting at the bottom, we're just going to basically just take our hands and go ahead and remove that small piece on the bottom. It just simply slides off. SIM card and memory card, want to take those out. Moving around to the side, going to remove the battery, and there's a little tiny notch right down here. Sometimes you might need to use a little tool to go ahead and open that up, and it just simply kind of pops right off. Now the battery should slide just right out. And moving on, we got right up by the camera flash, we got to just take our tool in there on the center portion and just pick this little plastic piece up off of the housing. There we go, and that pops right off. So it pops from the center out to the left. Now we have a couple screws that we want to take out, starting at the top right. Moving down, there's typically a void sticker on this screw. You want to keep these screws in order as well as you take them out, because some of them are different sizes. Just moving right around. After this screw, we just got one more at the top here. Now we're going to take the back housing, the rear housing, and it's just going to basically kind of lift up from the bottom. You might need to use a tool like as shown. We're just coming in here at the side and just going to kind of help wedge it up, because it kind of has little clips on the sides that kind of lock it into place. Pull that sticker up here too on the right side, and we'll make sure to stick that back down as we put things back together. So it lifts up from the bottom, and then you kind of scoot it forward towards the top to release. Go ahead and take that little washer and screw on that bottom left corner and put that to the side. At this point, we want to go ahead and remove that bottom clip as shown. Just come in at the bottom right and lift it off. Got a little bit of protective tape down here. Go ahead and unpeel that. Now this is the LCD flex cable. I'm going to just go ahead and carefully lift that up off of the circuit board. At this point, we are ready to go ahead and wedge the LCD and touchscreen up off of the mid-frame. Coming in at the bottom, we're just going to be careful to lift it and wedge it up from the bottom. So the bottom always comes out first before the top. Sometimes stuff like that will happen, so you just want to just be cautious. It's good to have this on film so you can kind of see what you're expecting sometimes. Just trying to get our tool underneath the LCD, because then we have a little bit more to wedge up. And we're just trying to break that adhesive that's kind of holding it down. There we go. And it just releases once you kind of get it up from the bottom. So we'll take the broken piece and just put that over to the side, and let's clean up our little work area over here real quick. So now what we got to do is we got to make sure that the surface area is completely clean of the shards of glass. I'm going to take that little adhesive strip off at the bottom there. We don't need it on there. Just make sure that everything is spotless, so when we lay in the new unit, it has a nice smooth fitting. At this point, at the bottom of the new unit, you would have some 3M adhesive strips. You need to go ahead and peel those off. We've already done that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the flex cable and we're going to feed that through the slot there in the mid frame and make sure that it comes around on the reverse side. You can see how we got it through. So at this point, don't just set the whole LCD down, get the cable through and set the top portion of the LCD into that mid frame first. It's got to kind of scoot up in there and get flush at the top. Once it's flush at the top, we can lower it down on the bottom and apply some pressure all around now, making sure that everything feels nice and tight and smooth. Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and close the connector for the LCD and touchscreen. Line it up just right and then press it onto the connector. Okay, need to start putting our pieces back into place now. We've got this little tape and stuff we want to cover over that flex connector. Make sure that it kind of has a little extra holding it down into place. At this point, we're going to go ahead and put the back housing on, and you see the volume switches. I'm going to point out the volume switches that you want to be careful with right now. It's that little tab right here on the right side, and we need to make sure that that is out of the way, and we set the housing down first, and then we're going to take that and fold it into the right place. This is a real tricky area where if you put the housing down, you could clip that volume switch and it could be bad. Okay, now we'll set the this bottom little clip onto the assembly. Take our IMEI sticker, serial number sticker, lay that back down into place. Now really what we just got to start doing is start putting all the screws back into place. Start it from the top. We're just going to reverse all of our actions, moving counterclockwise all the way around the phone. We're going to set our little washer into place. Make sure we get a good shot on that. And I'll take the screw and secure it. Now we'll just fast forward through here and put all the screws into place. Okay, so now we got all the screws out. Let's start assembling the pieces. We'll put this little clip for the flash back into place. We want to plant it on the left side. Then we have some clip points that we want to get set into place. We're just going to help guide those in a little bit with our tool, and then just presto and pop it into place. There you go. Slide the battery in, make sure you're putting the battery in correctly. We'll take the clip and basically getting it flush on the surface part of the housing and then clipping it down into place. Take our memory card, SIM card, get that in, and then we'll take the bottom clip and just slide it back into place. That's the HTC Inspire full LCD digitizer replacement. Thanks for watching.